Shalom, shalom. It's the brothers of Raya Allah coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Racha HaKodash, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Wa, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Yahweh, Yahweh, Echad, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Yahweh, Echad. Alright. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this 100% truth according to the Holy Scriptures. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect. Alright, and what I said in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kwadash, was hear Israel, Yahweh, our power is one. Okay. And that's how what you would say in Hebrew. Alright, but this topic, okay, this topic is going into where does your spirit go once you are dead, okay? So basically, when you die, where does your spirit go, okay, after you leave this earth? Because a lot of our people have it confused to as in they think that, you know, they go into this place where you burn for eternity, and that's not the case. All right, but the main part of this topic that we're going to focus on is where exactly do you go, okay? And I'm going to prove that with a couple of scriptures pertaining to where do we go. All right, now first of all, I'm going to start off with St. Luke chapter 9, okay? And I'm going to read at verse 58. No, verse 57. It says, and it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said with him, Lord, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. All right. In verse 58, it says, and Yahweh said unto him, foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. Okay. And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Okay, because his father was dead. All right. But this is what the reply was that Yahweh said to that man. Okay, this is verse 60. It says, Yahweh said unto him, let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so this particular verse is going in. It applies, you know, today, okay, because you may have certain family members or friends, for instance, that may die while you in this truth, okay. But what the Lord said, let the dead bury the dead. Okay, now when Christians or, you know, ones who are not, you know, learned in these scriptures, they see that and it goes over their head. Okay, because how can a physical dead person bury someone that's dead? It's not talking about that. It's talking about you spiritually are dead. Okay, meaning that you don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the truth of the Holy Scriptures. All right, you're lost. Okay, that's why the Scriptures also talk about the lost tribes of Israel. Okay, the only reason why they're lost is because they don't know the Lord, they don't know the name, and they don't know the true doctrine. Okay, so with that being said, it says, let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man, because we're supposed to be preaching this word. Okay, we're supposed to be teaching it and feeding the sheep. All right, the hopeful elect. All right, and just to prove that it's a spiritual dead Israelites. Okay, there's a couple scriptures that you can go to, but I'm gonna pull Baruch chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, O Lord Almighty, the power of Israel, the soul in anguish, the troubled spirit crieth unto thee. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful, and pity upon us, because we have sinned before thee, for thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly. Okay, it says, this is the point. It says, O Lord Almighty, thou power of Israel, all right, the God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and their children which have sinned before thee, and not hearken unto the voice of thee, their power, all right, their God, for the which cause these plagues cleave unto us. Okay, so it says, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites. And how are they dead? They're dead spiritually, man, because what happens when you go astray, all right, when you Slaki, when you go astray from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay, you're following death, okay? You are spiritually dead because you're following the ways of the heathen, okay? So that makes you uncircumcised, all right, in the spirit, okay, in the heart, Salaki, in the heart. But yeah. So with that being said, you are spiritually dead, all right, because it also speaks about it in Revelations, the 11th chapter. Okay, you read Revelations chapter 11, all right, and this is verse 8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city." What is that great city? Babylon. Okay, Babylon the Great. Okay, which spiritually, Salakia, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. All right, now it says their dead bodies, man. It means the Israelites that are spiritually dead, the ones that they don't know that they're Israelites, all right, the ones who don't know the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, they are considered the dead, okay, because they're in a dark mindset, okay. And this place is Sodom and Egypt, because Sodom is because they have homosexual acts here, or in Egypt because it represents a bondage, or because the nation of Israel is still under captivity. All right, now going back to the topic, going into the whole dead thing. So what the Lord was saying is, as let the dead bury the dead. All right, meaning what? Let the 2/3, or these niggas who are spiritually, let them go bury them. Let them go to the funerals and cry and weep and mourn. All right, because we know through the scriptures that when you die, it's a beautiful thing, because you're at rest. Okay, you're at rest with Yahweh Shem Shai. And to prove that, let's go to the book of Samuel. All right, in the 28th chapter. Okay, and where we're gonna start at, I'm gonna start up a little bit and then I'm gonna jump down. Okay. Okay, Khan, I'm gonna start Salakia. It's just a lot. Basically, I'm gonna just break down the whole story. So Saul made a decree. Basically, anyone who had, familiar spirits, was doing any type of witchcraft or witches and doing, any type of wickedness, he made a decree that if they was, to be caught doing that, they would basically be put to death. Okay, but the Lord took the spirit from Saul because he was ultimately being wicked. All right, he was trying to slay David, and things of that nature. All right, he wasn't obedient to the Lord when the Lord commanded him to do certain things, as far as killing the Amalekites. Okay, when he was supposed to wait on Samuel, but he made a sacrifice instead of being patient. All right, Saul had evil spirits on him. All right, so that caused him, to be wicked. So the Lord wasn't dealing with Saul, because the scriptures speak about how the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker, and the house of David waxed stronger and stronger. All right, so what Saul did, he went and met with this woman, which was a witch. All right, and I'm gonna just get into that. All right, it says, 1 Samuel chapter 28 and verse 10. It says, "And Saul sware to her by the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh, saying, As the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Samuel." Okay, because Samuel, he was dead. All right, the whole nation of Israel had wept for Samuel when he died. All right, so Samuel was dead. All right, and hear this. Verse 12, "And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul." Right, because Saul, he disguised himself as he was a regular man, and he wasn't the king of Israel. Okay, so the woman, she was upset, saying, "Why hast thou deceived me?" Or meaning you're going to kill me because you didn't have me, commit this act. And you made a decree saying if anyone was to found do this, they would be put to death. All right, but he already promised her that nothing was going to happen to her. He wasn't going to, put her to death. Okay, so verse 13, it says, "And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth." All right, so this woman, she saw angels. Okay, Verse 14, it says, and he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up, he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped his face to the ground and bowed himself. Okay, verse 15, this is the point. It says, and Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me? Okay, disquieted me to bring me up. Okay, disquiet. What does quiet mean? Quiet means to be silent. Okay, so Samuel, he was silently asleep. Okay, because when you go to the etymon, okay, go to the etymon, you go into that word disquiet. It says deprived of peace, rest, or tranquility. Okay, so he was at rest, and when Saul woke him up, he was disquieted from his rest, meaning what? He was woken up. All right, so it says, Salakia, verse 15, and Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is departed from me, and answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Okay, it says, then says Samuel, wherefore doest thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee, and is become thy enemy. So basically Samuel was saying, look, you on your own. Like, what you expect me to do if the Lord, took the spirit from you and left you? Okay, and let me get to the point. Okay, Khan. Verse 7, I'm going to read verse 18. It says, because thou obeyest not the voice of the Lord, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek, therefore have the Lord done this thing unto thee this day, meaning taking the spirit away from him, and got him feeling low in the spirit. All right, verse 19, this is the point. It says, moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines. All right, meaning when they go to war, they're going to be defeated by the Philistines. All right, and it says, and tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. Okay, meaning what? They're going to die, and they're going to be at rest with Samuel. Okay, it says, and the Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hands of the Philistines. All right, so this proves a point that when you die, you're at rest. Okay, you're in the spiritual realm. All right, because also when you go to Salakia, when you go to Job chapter 3 and verse 19, it says the small and the great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Man, meaning what? Oh, Salakia. That's not the scripture I was supposed to read. Verse 17, Salakia. Job 3 and 17. It says, there the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. And who are the weary? Us, man. Because ultimately this damn devil has worn us out, man. All right, you got Jake playing all different types of sport, and it takes a toll on their body. You got Jake working overnight shifts and things of that nature, man. We're weary. All right, so when we die, we are at rest. Okay, and what happens though? The wicked can't do no harm to us, because what? We're in the spiritual realm. All right, we're with the Heavenly Father. All right, because when you go to Ecclesiastes, all right, go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Okay, and I'm gonna just get two more, and that's be the point. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. All right, aren't we under the sun? Okay, is not the sun above us? All right, so this is the place of judgment. All right, it says that wickedness was there. Okay, this is where all the wickedness dwells, man, under the sun. And it says, in the place of righteousness, that iniquity is there. All right, so what happens when you commit iniquity? You get your judgment for it, right? All right, and you receive that judgment. It could be death, or you could be paralyzed. Whatever the case may be, whatever the Lord had got it planned out, this is where you receive the judgment, okay, under the sun. All right, so but when you're at rest, you're no longer a judge. You're at rest, okay. You're quiet, okay. It says, verse 17. I said in my heart, no, Salakia. I'm gonna jump down. All right. I'm gonna start at verse 19. It says, for that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts, even one thing befalleth them, as the one dieth, so dieth the other. Okay, yeah, they have all one breath, so that a man have no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity. All right, so we all breathe the same air. Okay, we all created from the dust. All right, so it says, verse 20, it says, all go unto one place, or all are of the dust, right? Because the Lord created man from the dust. Okay, it says, and all are turned to dust again. Okay, it says, who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? Okay, because the spirit of man goes up, and the spirit of the beast goes down. All right, because they're beasts, and that's the way that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai had it set up. Okay, now when you go to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, all right, and this is the last point that I'm gonna prove, all right, to show where you go. All right, so this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 7. It says, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who gave it. All right, so the Lord gave us, our spirit. Okay, He put us in the flesh. All right, because soon as when a woman conceives, our spirit is put into that woman, right? And once our body grows 9 months, boom, you have a born baby. Okay, and with that being said, after you die, your body you get buried. Okay, your body gets eaten by the worms. All right, and it turns back into the dust. All right, and once your spirit leaves that dust, what happens? You go back up to the Father who gave it. All right, and this is what the scriptures prove. All right, it's not no place of hell where you burn for eternity. All right, that's not the case. All right, that was pretty much it. I think it is a Salakia. I think it's a precept that goes into the whole worm situation. Salakia, give me 1 second, Akim. I think it's a song. No, it's in Job. Salakia, it's in Job. And it's in Job. I think it's this is Job. Salakia, I'm gonna get it on the screen. This is Job chapter 19. Okay, Job chapter 19, and I'll start at verse 25. It says, for I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. All right, and it says, and though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, so that being said, when you die, the worms, or when you're buried, the worms destroy this body, man. They consume this body. All right, and your body get consumed by the worms. All right, and ultimately it turns into dust. All right, and your spirit goes back to the Father who gave it, and so on and so forth. And then Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you receive the judgment from the Lord, and then you serve out your judgment under the sun. All right, the place of where wickedness and where righteousness dwelleth. Okay, so with that being said, I pray that this lesson was edifying. All right, strong shalom to the hopeful elect, and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect. Kwame Yasharallah. Shalom.